The button.
Mic check. Mic check 1 from the diaphragm.
This isn't karaoke.
I didn't do shit.
Alright, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Jason.
You're lucky.
I've grown up with Jeff here for many years, considered him family, a brother even. So I kind of wrote a little story of what Jeff means to me. So
Noonan.
I'm just going to read it out here. Oh, and Jeff wanted me to tell everybody that tomorrow is April 15th. Make sure you file your taxes. Very important. If I don't get paid, my wife is mad. Second of all, Millie, you're the most beautiful woman in this room. If I was 10 years younger, I would chase you down. Millie, I love you. No offense, honey, I love you too. Alright, so here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished guests, I would first like to take this moment to thank the Cassia and Wharton families for putting on such a beautiful wedding and truly making this a wonderful occasion. Courtney, you look beautiful and radiant, and I hope that you enjoy the happiness throughout this new adventure. May you and Jeff enjoy your union and live out your days in bliss, peace, and tranquility. Many of you may be wondering how I earned this distinguished job. Was it my dashing good looks? Was I just lucky? Or am I the only one still sober enough to pull it off? These are all good questions, but the fact is that I've known this man for many years, and over these years we've become like family. We were teammates in hockey, roommates in college, WCW versus NWO Tag Team Champions. So when Jeff asked me to undertake this journey as his best man, I truly felt honored to speak for my friend. I'm sure many of you were in shock and disbelief when you received your mail and saw an invitation to the wedding of Jeffrey Thomas. At first, you probably thought it was a ploy to gain money from you, like the way he used to panhandle near the vending machines in high school. You must have thought to yourself, no way, is this true? I want the proof. As you read on through your invitation, you started to think maybe it's just another Halloween party invite. Show up to the frat house, slam some type of jungle juice, play some beer pong, burn things in the backyard. I assure you that you were not alone in these assumptions. I too had many doubts when first learning about this courtship. At the beginning of the relationship, I thought that Courtney truly did not exist. Anytime I would stop by, she had always just left. There were no pictures of her, so maybe she truly was a figment of my imagination. One day I received a text of a picture with a caption that said, "I am real." This joke would go on for a week or two longer, and then I finally had the privilege of meeting Miss Courtney. From there you can see the transformation of Jeff. It is similar to the way the evolution of man. As we began as monkeys, evolving to caveman, and finally ending up as we are today. Courtney, I am convinced, is the sole reason for the change and transformation of this man. Jeff began to wear big boy pants on a more frequent basis. His attitude towards his house began to change. He no longer wanted a party house, but started to take pride in his dwelling that one day would house his new family. The parties started to become less like frat parties and more like civilized adult soirees, with an assortment of food, desserts, and cocktails. As someone that knows Jeff, these were huge steps that would not have happened if not for the gentle coaxing of a lady. Jeff, you are the favorite son, not only of the Cassia clan, sorry Nick, but also of Imperial. You have survived more ailments by the time you were 30 than most people have in a lifetime. On the bright side, you'd be the healthiest man in Rwanda. I stole that line from Jim Jeffries. The people of Imperial have embraced you, and in turn, you have embraced them. You took it upon yourself to provide an economic stimulus to the village, pumping an endless flow. Sorry, page turn. An endless flow of cash into Cole's Pub slot machines and a constant flow of alcohol. You are an entrepreneur and probably haven't even realized it yet. You sleep too much, are paler than those scumbags in the Twilight movies. And have more prescription drugs than an old folks home. Yet here we stand today, the day of your wedding, I couldn't be more proud of you. I love you in a totally non-homosexual way, and inspired by the man you have become. I wish you two all of the love that exists, and may you know it for eternity. May you know each other's warm embrace and use it to get through the toughest of times. In the end, may you truly find happiness. So ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, please raise your glasses with me. Toast to Mr. and Mrs. Jeffrey Thomas Casilla. San Dimas High School Football rules.